Good morning, or afternoon, or evening. Morning here. Welcome back to our next video. This one's all about France, and it's a big country, not as big as Turkey, but still very vast. What struck us there was the agriculture. It really is a bread basket with a lot of food in it.
You have to realize that we live in the UAE where it's desert, so anything agriculture-wise for us was a little bit mind-blowing actually. Yeah. And the green, you'll notice that everywhere I say, oh, it's so pretty, it's so green. It's because we actually have been starved of greenness for a long time, so we really enjoyed being in there in summer or early summer.
It was nice to travel through the country and actually to visit friends. We didn't really go to France to see anything specific apart from friends and visiting embassies and that sort of thing. But what was nice was the acceptance or the embracing of people from van life. There are facilities all over, washing machines.
The washing machines are next to shops
and filling stations,
which again is for us a little bit mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So you can just stop and put your washing in and fill up your car or go shopping or whatever it is and confess your washing later. It made it easy for us, and also they have a lot of places that are free in some of the villages where it's called an air, where you can stop and you can fill up with water. And
we didn't find any, but there are even some with electricity. So it really, the whole country does embrace van life, which was really great.
It gives you a little bit of a community as well of seeing other van life people. And our friends, we enjoyed visiting our friends. So we visited the Jamisons. They actually have a chateau, which is from about the 1800s. So that was fun to see.
Yes.
And we saw Colleen and Nigel in Trebes, which is on the Canal de Midi. So we watched all the boats go around there.
Next to Carcassonne.
And we had to go into Paris to get to do biometrics for me to get the UK visa. And because we've been to Paris a few times, we didn't actually want to spend too much time there because one, it's expensive, and two, just the fact of trying to get to a city with a van and finding safe parking. So we basically drove into Paris, drove out and carried on. The other interesting thing about the agriculture is we actually went to the Netherlands for a while, and then we went back to Paris to go and collect my passport with my UK visa. And again, it was very interesting to see that, like a couple of weeks later, how the agriculture had developed. You know, the wheat that we saw earlier was green. When we went again, it was yellow and starting to ripen. And that was fun to see.
The whole trip was interesting from an agricultural point of view, to see things sort of developing from buds and blossoms or just popping out the ground to actually almost being harvested right through the whole trip.
Yeah, because in the UAE we don't have seasons. It's either hot or very hot.
Yeah.
And we don't see things grow. So anyway, we hope you enjoy the video.
We hope you enjoy it,
And we'll see you on the next one.
Great.
Bye.
Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't. Okay. Bye.
Say cheers to France.
Cheers to France with French wine.
We're just having a wander around the area of Versailles, quite close to the campsite that we stay on. Just looking at all the pretty trees and everybody going about their business. This is Versailles. We're staying in this campsite for the night. Just a safe place to park the van while I go for my biometrics tomorrow in Paris for my UK visa. And where are we parked? Somewhere in the mud. There we go. Oh, that other van wasn't there earlier, was it?
Which one? Right next to us?
No, there was one.
Don't know.
Up.
Yes, it was.
Oh. And this is just a very green France. We're heading south towards Toulouse. Although we've got another 3 hours to go. Just look at all of this green.
We didn't come through that one.
No, we
We
didn't.
came from a village there.
Yeah, we came from that side. Yeah, because it was a small church that we had,
Yeah.
the village that we were looking at. So there must be a village just down the road here as well, that one. Is that a village? Yes, we came through that one. Lights. And what about the mantelpiece? Can you tell me about the mantelpiece?
So this was here before we came. So
Your mom says it's possibly from the 1600s.
yes, it possibly is. I think it's carved by hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's carved by hand.
And then this wallpaper, do you know anything about the wallpaper?
So this was obviously here before. So what happened was we had a mirror here, a big mirror here, and when we decided to take it off, we found this.
And this has been dated to about 1800.
Exactly.
So, and it's very good because the mirror protected it, so it's in very good condition. This
I don't think even the owners before us
knew about it. Yeah.
This training experience.
Yes,
This
yeah.
was here before. Because
Yeah.
this is all. So actually, this was carved out. So they had
And
carved
carved it and then painted it.
There's no new members behind this. But this is known as our dining room. And if you look up on the ceiling,
Oh yes.
there are the different crests, I believe, of the chateau owners and the royalty. We haven't exactly figured out which one's which, but
Toilet is under the stairs there. Hey? Then this is the servants.
Harry Potter in the toilet.
Yes, yeah, very much so. So this is the servants' entrance, yeah?
Yeah. Glenn's toilet, the old-fashioned way of doing it. So what would happen is here.
Yeah, and then that thing lifts up, doesn't it? That lifts up. Yes, so then goes down a pipe. Yeah.
Goes down a pipe or a pot.
Very clever, hey?
Would you like to talk about that the pool used to be a fountain?
Oh, okay.
No.
Your mom actually reckons that maybe the horses, that they came through the bottom door, and that the door that you used would have been for the servants, and so that the horses would come around this pond here to drop people off.
I don't think it was a pool.
Yeah, I think it was it would have been a fountain.
Yeah.
And so people would come around in their horse carriages and be dropped off.
We had a special person who knew about old things come in.
Okay.
And she said, and I asked, and this question has been coming in my head ever since I saw this, I kept on thinking, was that made before the Eiffel Tower was made, or after the Eiffel Tower was made? Because it looks like the Eiffel Tower.
It does.
Oh, okay, maybe.
She didn't know, but she said it was at least around the same time.
Yeah, it could be, very much so, because this house is from 1800s. There's some six.
Here we go. So this is one of the old-fashioned rooms which was barely being touched by human hands. And it's just left like this.
What's in here? Is the bathroom?
Basically, it has beautiful old wallpaper.
Oh,
This
that's
is a
nice.
nice thing to talk about.
Yeah.
They recycled the water. Apparently, what someone saw, they recycled the water by using rainwater.
Oh, okay.
They didn't use any sewage water or stuff.
So
because
did
I don't
this-
think they had any sewages.
Yeah.
They used rainwater.
Okay,
Yeah.
so what, does it catch somewhere and then come down the pipes into this? Or?
Yes, I think they would catch it on the roof and then.
It would come into that, and then they could use it for the toilets.
Yes.
This is Saturday market in some village close to Rebecca. This little church used to belong to Rebecca's property, and they think that there is a little tunnel that goes from the chateau to this church.
Mesdames et messieurs les maires des villages voisins. Et pendant cette commémoration du 8 mai, nous aimons de l'EHPAD Notre-Dame, nous aurons le plaisir de voir une représentation des majorettes de Constantin, les majorettes 82. Et ensuite, un apéritif leur sera servi et offert par les floraliers.
Inhabited since the Neolithic, Carcassonne is located in the plain of the Aude between historic trade routes, linking the Atlantic to the Mediterranean Sea and the Massif Central to the Pyrenees. Its strategic importance was quickly recognized by the ancient Romans, who occupied its hilltop until the demise of the Western Roman Empire. In the 5th century, the region of Septimania was taken over by the Visigoths, who founded the city of Carcassonne in the newly established Visigothic kingdom. Its citadel, known as the Cité de Carcassonne, is a medieval fortress dating back to the Gallo-Roman period and restored by the theorist and architect Eugène Viollet-le-Duc between 1853 and 1879. It was added to the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites in 1997 because of the exceptional preservation and restoration of the medieval citadel. Consequently, Carcassonne relies heavily on tourism, but also counts manufacturing and winemaking as some of its other key economic sectors. We're doing another geocache, and apparently it's on the wall, but how are we going to get there? Or has John got his things wrong? landscape that we've seen. We're going north of Montpellier, past the little mountains or hills, and now it's actually quite grasslands. Yeah, not as much agriculture in crops and things like that. Just to show that France isn't just all vineyards. Which is on the eastern side of France. Just so green, really pretty in the mountains. Yeah. We have found France to be very motorhome friendly. So there are a lot of what they call them air, where it is free to park your van. As you can see here, there are quite a lot of people. This is just a little village, but they have a tap for water, and they also have a place where you can dispose of the grey water, and it's quite a pretty little place. And it's just to encourage campers to use the facilities, but it's all free, which is nice. Can you see anything? Yeah. Sorry? Look. Yeah. Huh? This tunnel in France is our first no-go. Now we have to find a different route to get to where we want to go, because we will not fit through this. We are 2.9 meters, and I don't think that 2.2 meters will do the trick for us. That's a pity. Anyway, back to the maps we go. Thankfully we have Google. We stayed here last night. This is close to Nancy, on our way to Luxembourg. It's a nice quiet spot with all the birds in the background. Driving through vast fields, just going on and on and on, mostly wheat.